Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting KVK Racing Network race that we have over here with the Sunday Night Skippy. And it's not just one of those races, it's a special race. It's our final season race, and I'm not sure if you have looked into the standings, but it's a very, very tight schedule. And of course, I'm not doing this all by myself. I always have a co-commentator up here. And tonight we have a special co-commentator. Liam, welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
Liam, you did such a great job this morning. How you guessed the winner, Joey Stiers. Still congratulations for that. You guessed it right. How did you do that?
I have no idea.
Well, I think you have all the good parts that you got were from your mum, and I think your dad is really good in giving people accidents, but you do a lot better job, and that's why you're here at KVK Racing Network. So great to see you. We're now currently in the Formula 2 race, and I think we're still watching the qualifications. Can have a quick look if we see something happening with who is actually on the front. Let me give a quick look. We see currently Nicolas Massa. Of course, Nicolas Massa is in the lead. Wouldn't expect anything else. He's been in the lead for this whole season. And oh, it's taking an offslide over there. Let's have a quick look. We can see what's the time. Times are very, very close. 1:39 is pretty much the whole top 7. Oh, this is Scott Allen. I was just thinking, Nicolas Massa is actually not driving currently. He's into the pit. So that means his time is finished. But we're still watching Scott Allen, who can actually improve his time. He will do a little bit better. I don't think it's going to happen right over here, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's have a quick look. He did better, but improved himself. But we see Chris Girondellis coming on to the 3rd position. And then we see Jake Ashe, Chase Webber, Greg Sharp, Greg Montgomery, 7th position. Really nice. And I'm a bit disappointed in Peter Lee. What do you think, Liam? Peter is currently 16th position. That's a little bit far away.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was surprised to see. Oh, but we do see Peter Lee just moved up to the 9th position. Still thought he was going to be a little bit closer, but yeah, I was surprised as you are.
Did he just take a rocket tonight?
Well, we'll have to ask him when he comes back here for the Formula 1 race. But currently, I'm looking where everybody is, and I think it's pretty much finished this qualification. We see Dixon Davenport coming up, moves up to 9th position. We have the last drivers. Is that that's Michael Rebeck? Michael Rebeck is still driving over here. It's hard to find all the drivers. And here's the favorite of yours, Liam. We have Jake Ashe, currently on that 4th position, is going into the pit. So we won't see any improvement of his time. And that means that's basically the whole grid is over there. So before we go into the grid over here, maybe it's a good look to have a quick look at the standings. Always have to find them. Alright, so here are the standings coming up. Michael Mazza, of course, still in that 1st position. He's going to be our winner for Formula 2. And then we see Jake Ashe and Peter Lee. Very tight fight. I'm not sure if we see anything of that going to happen. Alright, Liam, so we're going to have a quick look. I think everybody is still looking for their position. We do see that everybody has qualified. So Nicolas Matza, congratulations with your qualification. Scott Allen right behind him. It's going to be an interesting fight with those two guys. And then we see Chris Girondellis, Jake Ashe, Chess Webber, Greg Sharp, Carter Stickney, Greg Montgomery. Basically, the whole pack is getting ready. Having a quick look, because look at this beautiful car. I was saying that to Melody Chance, if you ever have the chance, come quick to so we can have a quick look at your car. And this is her car. Really, I like that that golden paint. What do you think of it, Liam?
It looks like gold mixed with silver.
Oh, that is actually a possibility that that's what she done. I'm gonna have a quick look if we can. Look at that. Beautiful car. Look at that Melody Chance. We're currently waiting till everybody comes to grid. Melody is one of the first ones who's in here, so we can have a quick look at her beautiful paint. I think this is one of my favorite paint schemes for this Skippy.
On the side it says Sunday Night Skippy.
Yeah, she's a true driver over here. So I do feel, Liam, that you're really good in predicting the ovals. How well do you think you can be in for the Skippy for this car?
Probably a good chance.
Good chance. Well, I won't give you right away, but we can look it up a little bit later. I do see. Thanks everybody for. We'll have to go back to Melody. I'm still. So I should have expected a lot more drivers. So, but here we see a little bit more of the drivers coming up. Look at that. They're all standing ready. I think we're getting ready, Liam. If you are ready, the drivers are ready.
Everyone's ready.
Everybody's ready. Well, then let's go and let's start those lights. Always have to wait a little bit on Barney. And here we're coming back. And here the lights are going on. We see everybody standing still. Nicholas Matza on that first position. And the lights are off. Look at that. Here we go. And immediately Gerald Dennis takes a really good position over there. I think a bad start from Matza. And that could mean that Scott Allen actually takes that first position. Look at that. Wow. Surprising to see that. The whole pack is going through here. I will turn on the timing tower so that we can see what's going on. But we do see that Scott Allen is taking that first position because Nicholas Matza is dropping further and further. He's now on the 4th position. Well, Chess Webber really moved up 2 positions and is now on that 3rd position right over there. And here they come all safe to this first lap. You need to be very careful. See Nicholas Matza very, very close to Chaz Webber. And I also see Carter Stickney making the move. Carter Stickney on the, or Dix Davenport actually makes the move on Carter Stickney. Look at that, Liam. They're all still driving.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. It is, but yeah, very safe drivers, and they know each other, of course, from this whole season. Drove around here quite a bit. We do see that there's a little gap on the first 6, and then we see basically the rest of the pack. Look at that, all coming together. Craig Montgomery is going to have a look on Carter Stickney, or is that still, no, that's still Dixon Davenport. And here we see Carter Stickney is making a move, but yet when they're fighting, it's gonna be more easy for that bigger group to actually run away. We can have a quick look, and if you look at it, we'll see that that gap is now more than 2 seconds. So there's really starting already a first gap over here. Scott Allen still in the first position, but look at Chris Girondellis and Nicholas Matza. I see Jake Ashe still holding on over here. And that's really our top 5. And after that we see Greg Sharp, Dixon Davenport and Carter Stickney.
Is there a... Can you still go to the pit stop?
Sorry, can you say that again, Liam? And maybe talking to a little bit into the mic? Liam, can you say that again?
Is there a pit stop in this?
Very good question, Liam. Yes, there is. There are actually like 2 of them. And while I say that, we see Jake Ashe getting really, really close, and Chris Girondellis is nearly losing it. Ooh, a little tight over there, but Chas Webber could hold it safe and is still behind there. A little bit surprising. We do see Nicholas Matza now making a little move over there on Jake Ashe. So he's now into the sandwich of those 2 guys. And oh, Nicholas Matza going wide, and look at that losing position. Our current champion is losing again a couple of positions. And while I say that, I see Chas Webber is losing now as well. And Chris Girondellis is coming up. Look at that, nice fight over here. Chris is going a little bit wide, and it does give the opportunity for Chas to immediately come back. A lot of fights. I also see some fights in the back. Let's have a quick look. I saw Justin Devon just going off, and John Fuso is here on that 20th position. I think something happened with him, because a little bit further back than normally is going on. How's it going with Peter? Look at that. Peter Lee is full into a fight with Rusty Puntenberg. Then Pagalski right behind him. And Michael Rebeck is there as well. Well, nice to see Michael in a fight over there. Hopefully he can hang on to these guys, fast drivers. And if they can get any closer to Joe Zubo, that is for 10th position. And it seems that he can hold on over here. Look at that. Really nice work from Michael. Oh, we do see Nicholas Matza going into the pit. Yeah, I did already think there was something going wrong, and he actually has to pit in very early. So as you said, Liam, we already have 1 person going into the pit, and it's not Scott Allen. He is keep on driving. Look at that black car. And you see, whoa, and look at that, Rusty Pontenberg and Peter Lee have a small incident. I'm not 100% sure what actually went wrong over there. Let's have a quick look in the back, because that will have consequences. We see Rusty coming in, and oh, yeah, that's Peter couldn't do much about that. Holds his car. Nice on the brakes over there, so at least not more damage, but he has to start all the way from the back. Look at that. Now you remember, Liam, there are no yellows over here. Right, so we currently see Scott Allen in this first position is now 3.1 seconds ahead of everybody else. But behind there is actually a really nice fight going on. Chris Girondellis with Chas Webber. Chris has moved up quite a bit. Was in the beginning of this season just new, and is now really making a lot of speed, and is on that second position and is holding it on. I don't think Chas can do anything. Or maybe here on the straight with that draft. Will he make a move on that first corner? Chess won't. Look at that. Chess can't. Chris Girondellis is really running it fast. And then, of course, behind there we see Jake Ashe, the teammate of Chess Webber, looking a little bit from behind. Ooh, and it looks like they're all going off track, but apparently that's allowed over there. A little bit of a weird wiggle, extra room over there. Let's have a quick look. Where are the big fights going on? Well, Gardner Stickney is right into it, together with Greg Sharp and Dixie Davenport. And I think that is... that's not Joe Zubo, so that's gonna be Greg Montgomery who's there. And that is Greg Montgomery. Look at that. Nice moves of him. Looking a little bit in the back. What are they doing? Because Dixon and Carter are trying to see if they can start that battle going on. Oh, and Joe Zubo went off. Look at that. Joe Zubo was off over there. Or is that not Joe Zubo? Oh, that's just in Devon one more time. A little bit further in the back, Melody Chance, currently on the 13th position, is having a nice battle with Christopher Guzzi. Let's see how that looks from Christopher's perspective. Went a little bit wide over there and now needs to hold on to see if he can actually hold on to Melody and Richard Raboya. And it doesn't seem that he's coming any closer. Melody is really having a nice speed, but oh, a little bit wild, a little bit different entry from Melody right over there. And then the group behind it, it's Rusty Pontenberg. We see, of course, Barry Stockdale, and then last over there is Dwayne Hoffman. Dwayne Hoffman is a relatively newcomer to our league. So Liam, what do you think of that purple car? It's the last one. I'm not sure if you can see it really good. The 615.
Do not see it.
Nah, that's okay. Well, I really like that paint. It's too. It's Mist Apex. You see it?
Yeah, I see it now.
Ah, great. Right, let's have a quick look in the front. We see Chess Webber is still behind Chris Girondellis, but Jake Ashe has come a little bit closer. And we do see our first pit stop right over here. Greg Sharp is coming in as well. So it's not the Jake Ashe show up here. Normally he comes in very, very early. But currently we see Melody Chance also going into the pit. But our leader up here stays out.
I like the purple car because it's the Rockies colors.
Yeah, I like that one too. And you know, I am really curious which one Chris would pick. Chris, which livery do you think is the best?
You know what? I'm always a fan of the Rockies colors myself. So I'm very curious to see who wins. Thank you guys so much for covering down. Looks like we've got some great contenders here tonight for the overall race lead, but 20 drivers on the lead lap here. Scott Allen leading the race with a purple sector of a purple lap of 139.
Yeah, but if you go back a little bit, Scott Allen is quite boring. It's Chess Webber and Chris Girondellis who are really making it fight. I'm really happy for Chris.
Oh, look at that.
Chris is currently in the sandwich over there with Chess Webber and Jake Ashe. The Cayenne team is Cayenne Racing is doing it very, very well.
Yeah, this is great. By the way, I'm super excited that we're ending on Brands Hatch. By the way, this is one of my favorite tracks of all time, and I think this is a great skippy track. I don't know what the drivers think of it personally, but I'm excited to watch this race.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this race too. And Dixon Davenport goes in as well. Was losing, is going out of that fight with Carter and Greg Montgomery. So that does mean he thinks he's faster. He means, okay, I can run without them. I don't need to have that draft. I'm curious how
Oh, look at that.
will go.
Oh, my goodness. Jake Ashe has to check a big time. In fact, oh, no. He still has his front wing. Never mind. He slammed on the brakes there to not run into Chris Georgianellis with teammate there, Chaz Weber, up ahead. But, man, what a battle. Yeah, holy cow. Coming in late to this race and the strategy involved, but my goodness. 2, 3, and 4 here.
Chris, you're never late. You're always on time. Look at that. Immediately the fights will start happening. We do see a couple of people went already into the pit. So it is a tight or a little bit of a different race. Not many incidents. So really well done for all these Formula 2 drivers. Originally, we started this league as a beginners league, but I think we're beyond that, Chris. And I'm actually looking forward when Formula 3 is coming in.
I was gonna say we're gonna need another one at this point because this is getting crazy here. These guys and gals all just really getting honing their skills and looking really great out there on the track. I'm looking now at Carter Stickney and Craig Montgomery going to battle here for that 5th position. Carter Stickney's up 13 spots overall. Holy cow! What a run for him.
See? Why do you enjoy this track so much?
Why do I like Brands Hatch? Well, I think that a lot of it is because there's a lot of varied turns. I don't know how to put that, but like there's a lot of different style of turns to it. I think that it suits a lot of different cars very well. As we watch there, Dwayne Hoffman go into the pit road. He was having a great battle there. This track just suits a lot of different cars, a lot of different ways. I think the first time that I was ever racing on this personally, it was in the GT3 cars, and it's a great layout for that as well. So, yeah, I think that's why I like Brands Hatch. It's just that it seems to suit a lot of different cars.
It's a great track, but it's very funny to see we're in the last race and suddenly we see a different Jack. Jack is driving on that first position. Jack is the only one who hasn't pitted yet. What's this world? It's like an upside down world.
Yeah. You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do when it's the last race of the season, and championship overall standings are on the line.
Well, I do. We already had a quick look, Chris, and I actually don't think it's that exciting anymore because Nicholas Mazza, just to remind you, currently 18th position, is our race leader or our race winner over there. And look at that, Jake Ashe is going into the pit right now as well, together with Scott Allen. So they're both into the pit. But Nicholas Mazza is going to win this championship. We do have a fight with Jake Ashe and Peter Lee, but Peter has had a small incident. So that's going to be very tough to see. I am curious, is Scott Allen already going out of the pit without... yeah, he's going to take this. Look at that. Not dropping a spot coming out of that pit, but I do think Jake Ashe, look at that, Jake Ashe really getting closer, and he is taking over that 2nd position. And he is suddenly only 1.4 seconds behind Scott Allen. He has done a really, trying to really do an undercut, but it will mean that he has a lot of less fuel, so maybe he has to go in a little bit earlier, and Jake nearly losing it over there. With Chris,
well, I'll tell you what.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, that great by all despite with Jake Ashe, man, if he's got half of his wife's grit and determination here, Scott Allen is not in the clear by a long shot because we've seen Margaret on Jeopardy just absolutely crushing it. I think the Ashes here just by and large.
That's it. It's the Ashe week. Well,
they are the power couple of the week, I think.
Yeah, I do have to say I don't think Scott Allen got the memo because he is driving a little bit further away. But there's only one mistake, and Jake Ashe is suddenly in that lead. And behind there is Chris Gerondelis, who is still in that fight with Chaz Weber, getting really close.
Pim, I'm telling you, I'm watching Chaz Weber here and Chris Georgian Ellis. This is going to be the fight to watch when you're talking about positional finishes. Chris Georgian Ellis, Chaz Weber, 0.09. It's looking like Chaz Weber's going to look to the outside here as they go down. Oh, that's so tough. They're going to come across the start-finish line with Chris Georgian Ellis in the lead for this battle, but look at that. Chaz Weber looking to the outside, but he's on the outside of this, 1-2 complex here.
Yeah,
man,
he's not going to make that. I do think they're going to battle the whole race, and I want to actually go over a little bit more of the drivers, Chris. I was funny. I have my own racing in the Ferrari, and I was on the broadcast, and I noticed that I was so looking forward. Like, I had a top 5, and I wanted to have my name in there. And the guy is starting about the top 1 and the top 2 and the top 3, and that number 4 guy is an amazing guy. And then he didn't mention me. And I was like, what? So I understand the drivers when we don't see them all. And I do want to mention, when we started this, it was always like drivers for drivers. So let's have a quick look a little bit further back. We see Dixon Davenport still fighting with Carter Stickney. That's also a battle to watch, I have to say.
Yeah,
Nice
a lot
to,
of great battles. And by the way, let's look at Melody Chance and Michael Raback here for the battle for the last top 10 position. These two trading barbs here. We've actually got a Dan Pagowski, Melody Chance, Michael Raback, and Richard Baja. 4 Canadian drivers right in a row here. So Greg Sharp leading the way there for Team Canada, but this is going to be a lot of fun to watch who gets the Canadian championship.
Oh, look at that. We're going to have a Canadian internal championship. That's going to be awesome. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm going to join the Dutch one. I might have a chance over there.
Yeah. There you go.
I do want to go back to Chaz Weber, because Chaz Weber is getting really close to Chris one more time.
Yeah, he tried the outside again there and won in at least turn 1, and it's just not working out. I think Chaz got to pick a different spot there to try to pass.
Yeah, definitely. We do see that while we missed it, we see Dixon Davenport. Is there something wrong with this car?
Ooh.
I'm not sure, but I had a feeling he was a lot closer to Carter Stickney than before.
Yeah, Carter just kind of walking away at this point. Which I probably might be some just that Carter Stickney's a fast driver and he's walking away.
Yeah, we do see Nicolas Mazza going into the pit. Not sure if he's coming out one more time. A little bit further back, Dwayne Hoffman. We were looking earlier at him. It's the purple car, the 615. He's new to our league. Great that he keeps joining over here. And you will see, after a couple of seasons, he might be up there in that top 10. And that's what I really like about these leagues. You always have something to fight for.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in all of these races, and I'll tell you what, SF2, I've said it before, quickly becoming one of my favorite series to watch here on any network, but certainly KevOK. I have to ask, since I'm not late per your what you said, but has Liam picked a driver to win?
No, he hasn't yet. So maybe this is a good time. We still have a lot more laps to go. Liam, who do you think is going to win this race?
I'm gonna see. I think Jake.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice! I'm sure
this is gonna. And again, this is not just something like Jake Ashe. Is he gonna win? Is he gonna come back? There's plenty of time. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, that's a great pick. I think, Scott Allen is certainly, it's his race to lose at this point. But my goodness, I'll tell you what, Liam has been batting 1,000 with his race picks here so far. So,
and we do see that Chaz Weber is making that move, and he's making that move stick in like 3 corners, and he's now finally digging that overtake. But
He made
Chris,
it in turn 6. Yep. There you go.
But he started in corner 1, I think, with that overtake. And Chris Girondellis is still behind there. I love that guy. He's really having the race of this season. Chris Girondellis, can he come back onto that podium?
Yeah, and we've got some straightaways here where you can make the draft work for you in the Skip Barber Formula 2000, but I'll tell you what, you could tell that Chaz Weber was just looking for an opportunity to get around Chris Giorgianellis. These guys, obviously very evenly matched.
Yeah, that's where we go. Jake O'Shea.
Start finish line, yeah.
In the pit. Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, he needed to go very early. I'm curious if that has consequences for him. And for the fight from Chaz Weber and Chris Girondellis, are they actually coming back now? Oh, we see more people going into the pit. Dixon, Michael, Peter Lee, Melody Chance, all are in the pit.
Well, and Melody was battling there with Michael Reback, and Reback also in the pits. So it looks though like Melody's gonna get the hell of a jump.
Oh wow, yeah.
By a long shot, holy cow.
Yeah, Melody has a very short, together with Greg Sharp, a very short pit stop time. Maybe that has to be involved in that. And then I'm curious always, like, are you going to finish this race? We're still quite a far distance off. We still have 12 minutes to drive. And I know a lot of drivers are actually manually calculating this. It's a little bit that Michael McLeod syndrome. I need to know it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to count it myself.
Well, here we go. Scott Allen now that Jake has pit has a nearly 8 second lead, not quite, but 7.8 second lead over Chaz Weber. Chris Giorgianellis still hanging on to Chaz Weber's gearbox there by about a half second, and I think that'll be the battle to watch, is where Jake O'Shea kind of pulls out in relation to Scott Allen when Scott Allen pits.
Yeah, and I think even more where Chaz Weber and Chris Girondellis, because I think if those three are coming out, that's going to be a massive battle. That would be amazing to have that in the last lap.
Well, and it's funny, in our BRL races, the lap differences with the tires made such a huge difference. In Skippy Formula 2000s, not so much, but it does make a difference if you're battling traffic, stuff like that, to just kind of try to get yourself out of that rhythm and back into your own. So we see now that Jake O'Shea on his own and running his own lap times, able to run his own line instead of battling other people. We'll see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, that's really what we're looking at. Have a quick look. Chris Girondellis is putting up a little bit of a harder fight with Chaz Weber. I think Chaz Weber has found his correct line. I think the tires are warm. And now Chris Girondellis needs to hold on. I hope he can do that, because that's going to be an epic battle. We have 10 more minutes to drive over here. Time flies when you're having fun.
Seriously, man, this is going to be a lot of fun. It does appear that...
And they're not going into the pits. No, not going into the pits.
Yeah, I had a great thought there, but quickly realized that I was going to say something stupid. But yeah, Chris Giorgianellis, Chaz Weber, the battle to watch right now on the track until we get the pit stops done, the second round of pit stops. So this is going to be... Yeah.
This is the battle, Chris, and I have put up the track map, and it's basically a Christmas lights.
It is.
Just put them on the right order and the right distance from each other, and everybody is lined up. There are cars everywhere on the track, and this is really a fight, an interesting fight for position 2 currently. Chaz Weber and Chris Girondellis. But I'm really curious when Scott Allen is going to go into that pit. Is he going to go in? He needs to go into the pit.
Well, he's clearly got the pace. I mean, he's now walked that out to well over 8 seconds lead over the field, so we'll see what happens with that.
We do see some damage on the left side. I'm not sure what he scraped, but interesting to see that. I saw the same thing with Jay O'Shea. Maybe there is a little corner or something, but look at that. He jumps those corners. Scott Allen really has the speed over there.
By the way, we got a comment here from SNS veteran Benjamin Harris that Pim's always on with the camera points of view. Like, yeah, man, that shout out to Pim there for just what you do, the work you put in day in, day out to make sure that all of our viewers have the absolute best views here, much better than anywhere else you're going to go watch a race. So, yeah, Scott Allen. Now, look at this. Chaz Weber, Chris Georgianellis, and Carter Stickney, P2, 3, and 4, all into pit road. Keep your eye out on Jake Ashe and where he's going to spit out in relation to this.
Yeah, Jake Ashe is very quick. I think he's going to pass them all. And look at that. Jake Ashe is passing them really far away. And even Chaz Weber is now past Chris Gerondelis still. So no changes over there. And this is looking really good for Jake Ashe. It's currently on that third position, but Greg Montgomery still has to go into the pit. That means that Jake Ashe can take that second position, which is an awesome job because Scott Allen is really fast currently, I have to say. Yeah,
the last times around here, Scott Allen still has about a half second on the field, just pace-wise. So, you know, obviously we'll see. Pit stops are an art unto themselves, and we'll see if Scott Allen can manage that. But he's clearly got the pace tonight.
How's Carter Stickney doing? Carter Stickney, of course, if I say Carter Stickney, I have to say Craig Sharp, because he's really close into that. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think they can actually see who is driving in front of there. Let me get the battle box up.
Well, while you do that, I will say that our leader, Scott Allen, has come down pit road now. So here we go. This is going to be the battle for the lead, as Craig Montgomery, who was up 13 spots in P2, also comes down pit road. I think those will be the last.
Oh, Jake, don't lose it over there. Jake, don't lose it over there. Jake holds that car, but nearly lost it. And is he going to take that first position?
He's coming down the
first position.
Wow, by a long shot.
No. Liam, what are you doing to us?
I have no idea.
This is impossible. This is impossible.
Scott Allen's still in pit road. Did he get a speeding penalty?
No. This can't be true. Jake Ashe is leading the race, and Jake Ashe, well, he's going to be thankful for you, Liam. Wow.
Unbelievable.
But
not just leading the race.
We're not there yet. We're not there
dang
yet.
Near, there's still a lot of race left to go. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. But holy cow, 6.5 seconds. Chaz Weber's got his work cut out for him. We do see now that Scott Allen is back out on the racetrack, but in P15 after a 49 second.
He can say hello. He can say hello to Nicholas Matza, and they see if they can start a battle. But the battle is currently for fourth position. Greg Sharp, Carter Stickney. Actually, I say that correct. It's for a podium spot because Greg Gerondelis is fallen back, and he's now really into that fight as well. I have no idea what happened, but all of a sudden the whole field is back up. A lot more fights are going on.
Unbelievable. I'm telling you, Liam, if Mimi and Braca did not take you out to get lottery tickets this afternoon, I don't know what to tell you. That's on them. They should have done that.
Okay, and just for the people that they think we're crazy, not knowing what we're talking about. So this morning, we're racing a BRL race. It's an oval race. Anything can happen. 25 laps in, and Liam wants to say that he thinks he knows who the winner is going to be. And he actually picks the right person. There are no yellows. Everything is amazing. And Liam, you're doing it again. Liam, what are you doing? How do you do this?
He's a wizard.
I do want to go back to that fight with Greg Sharp and Carter Stickney, because I don't think it's finished. And behind there, look at that, Dixon Davenport and Greg Montgomery also still fighting over there. This is going to be an interesting 4 minutes.
I love this race. There's a lot of great battles happening throughout the field. Again, thank you, Brands Hatch. Hashtag sorry not sorry. But look at this. We've got Dixon Davenport looking to the outside of Craig Montgomery, or I guess the inside in this case, because they're going to go around turn 5 there. Craig Montgomery, though, holding strong. Man, what a great line through that turn.
That was an awesome move over there. I do think they lost a little bit of position to Chris Gerondelis. Because where is Chris? Oh, sorry, to that first group. Can they? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. We got Melody Chance and Barry Stockdale going wheel to wheel. I lost them in the trees. I can't see. Oh my goodness.
Each other, and they're still okay. I don't exactly know. I'm hoping that Melody doesn't have any damage. But that was a little bit. Barry went a little bit wide, and Melody, well, welcomed over there. But seems that they're doing fine. And a little bit on the back over there is Peter Lee, currently in 11th position, and needs to look in his back because Nicholas Matza has found his speed. Curious if he can hold it over there.
Mazza just working his way through the field. Again, I missed the first part of this race, but he has a couple purple laps here so far.
Carter Stickney is passing Greg Sharp over here. And suddenly we're like 2 minutes in this season, and now we're all want to fight, and now we're all want to take over. Guys, keep it on, keep it steady. Dixon Davenport, what is he doing? Dixon Davenport is going for that inside again, and I don't think Greg Montgomery can hold that. It's been pretty much the same thing as last lap.
Oh man. Yeah, he's going to back it out. Look at this. So this is what I would call, well, almost the over-under there. You back it off, but you get that corner exit there, and that's what I think what Craig Montgomery was trying to accomplish there with Dixon Davenport. Although it does look like the 2 car is going to have the win here, at least for a few corners. But
yeah, he's going to have the win. But let's go a little bit further. Greg Sharp is again really, really close to Carter Stickney. Is that going to be another battle that we're having here for 4th position? Greg is really onto it, and he's making that move. Look at that. Make that move. Is he going to make it stick? On Carter Stickney. No pun intended. And Carter has a lot of speed and looks at there. And wow. Amazing job from Carter. Suddenly found some speed. Yeah, it was like, and he just grabbed it over there. Interesting how he does. I see Nicholas Matza going in again together with Michael Rebach. So they're not going to end this race. We're only having 1 minute left. I don't think we saw the white flag yet. Did we see the white flag?
No, but I did not see the white flag. But I'll tell you what, you know who's hoping for the white flag is Jake Ashe. His lead down to 5.3 seconds right now. So Chaz Weber, that's a long time, but at the same time, clearly half a second a lap there by Chaz Weber, who's setting his own personal best throughout the race here. We'll see what happens, but
we'll see what happens. But I do have to say, it's the Ashe family. I do have to say it's a Ashe family with a little bit of help of Liam, and he's going to do this right away over here. He's driving solidly, knows what he needs to do, but Jake really has grown a lot in his racing career over here. And look at that, he is celebrating.
Checkered flag.
Checkered flag is for him, and Jake Ashe is taking this line.
Hey, Jake, nice job, bud. Man, holy cow.
On the second position is teammate Chaz Weber, and then Chris Gerondelis. And then we have the fight for Carter Stickney for 4th position. I don't see any big fights coming up anymore. Barry Stockdale, 9th position. Moved up 5 positions, and behind him is Melody Chance. Also 9 positions, 9 positions up as our hard charger for this race. Wow. Look at this. What a great race we saw, and how unpredictable. I was sure that Scott Allen would win this race. And here he is, 12th position. Driving all the way back over there. Peter
You're
Lee
a wizard, Liam.
Yeah, Liam, Liam, talk to us about this. What goes to your mind?
I just guess. Um,
This is amazing. I really I don't know what we need to say about this anymore. And here we're actually celebrating our league. We're celebrating that we as a Formula 2 have made this final race again in season 9. Season 6. I'm not sure which season it is,
Yeah.
but it's the
For
season
SF2, yeah.
where Nicholas Massa won the championship. But for me personally, it was Jake Ashe. It was the day of Jake Ashe, and look at that with Chaz Webber. Awesome. Yeah, don't have much to say about those guys. Really well done.
Not much to say. They said it on the track there. What a great race. And this Skippy Formula 2 League, like I said before, quickly becoming one of my favorite events to watch on television. And hope everybody else feels the same way. Huge congrats to everybody here, including Nicholas Mazza, who I guess is the presumptive champion, yeah?
It is, and Jake Ashe has won that second position with this first spot. Do want to heads up, Chris Goosey 7 spots up, so also really good. Melody Chance 9 spots up. Wow, yeah, amazing race, and here we go. Always our final momentum. They're gassing up, and I'm curious what we're gonna see. Liam, this one is for you. Oh, not everybody got the memo. Just remember it's a little bit early. But here we come.
There we go.
We normally don't show this, but when Liam is here, then we will do that.
oh, gosh.
Yes. This was an enormous race. I want to thank everybody for watching, and this is just the beginning, because we're now having a Formula 1 race where we're gonna look at Leo, we're gonna look at Jeffrey. What's gonna happen? I am so excited. For now, I want to thank Liam. Liam, thank you very much for being in this race. You did an amazing job, and I would love to see you back in next season. Is that possible?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a small break, and after the break, we're gonna be right back for a really nice race on our Formula 1.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to another action-packed edition of Sunday Night Skippy Racing Action. We are joining the Skippy Formula One drivers live on track here at Brands Hatch after a absolute barn burner of a race in Skippy Formula 2. This promises to be a championship battle for the ages. While we wait, though, let's first of all, let's introduce our broadcasters, and then we've got some special guests in the booth here who are going to talk us through what the race looked like and all that. So first of all, Peter Lee in the booth here. Peter, how are you doing tonight? How was your race?
Well, I've had better races, but it was so fun. What an amazingly beautiful, fun track. Perfect for the Skippy. It was just great.
Awesome to hear, man. We're looking forward to your insights for the Skippy Formula 1 race. And Pim Luth running the cameras and holding down the fort there for the Skippy Formula 2 race for at least a little bit until I was able to get there. Pim, how are you doing tonight?
I wasn't by myself. Liam and I, we can handle this. We can do this very well. So no, I'm looking forward to this Formula 1 race. I'm also looking forward to the incredible story of the Ashe family, of this week that they had. Jake, you're in here.
What a winner.
Let's talk about it. How was this win? How was this race? How was this week? Give us some info.
Well, I started on the second row and had 3 incredibly fast people in front of me, so I knew I was going to have to be smarter than fast. And so I saw Nicholas roll the start, unfortunately, and so I knew to expect at least one, basically free position. So I just tried to take it easy. I actually lost a spot for a second, and just ran with it and just tried to find my pace and keep up with the pack at least a little bit. I was able to get into the draft of Chaz and Chris as they were up there just ahead of me, and able to save some fuel, which has got me the lap. Then I, was able to
and what goes, Jake? What goes to your mind if you're then like those last 4 laps that you have to do, and you do see that they're coming closer? Did you knew that you were going to do it? And you were going to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once I got through the second pit stop and came around and Scott had gone in and didn't come out in front of me, my mindset changed to run smooth, clean, consistent laps. I wasn't pushing hard anymore. And so even though I was losing time to them behind me, I think I was far enough ahead that it didn't matter. And so my goal was keep the car on the track and just get it down the road.
Wow, well, it was such an amazing race, and I do have to say congratulations for that. Second position, Chaz Webber. Really nice to see your teammate up there in the first position, but together with him on the podium, Chaz, congratulations for that. Chaz, are you there?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you.
So great race. Were you not pushing anymore? Did you want to have Jake that win, or did you actually thought you might have a chance on that?
No, I knew I wasn't in the championship battle, so when everything settled down after the second set of pit stops, I just kind of backed off a little bit and, let Jake have his win, because I wasn't a factor. I wasn't going to go up there and try to battle my teammate and end up causing issues and possibly take us out. So I ran my race and kind of like he said, smooth, clean laps, get to the finish and call it a day.
Yeah, well, you did really well. You also had some great races in this championship. I don't think you were there all the time, so I'm curious. Next season, are we gonna see you up there for the championship?
That is up to league admin. I know by watching Joe's streams a couple times, my name has been thrown out that I'm a quick guy, so I don't know what their plans are for me. I'd love to be back and maybe fight for a championship, but I can't say right now because I don't know.
Well, that's gonna be that's a big compliment if they do that. I do want to mention that we're actually watching the qualification and it's halfway through. It's gonna be a battle between Leo and Jeffrey. That's for sure. It's getting very, very close while we're watching Leo. But let's talk about fast guys. Chaz, you were already mentioning it, but of course the fastest guy in this season was Nicholas Massa. Nicholas, great to have you here in the booth.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and congratulations on your championship. That was an amazing... it was a weird one. Like you were really fast, and then you weren't, and then Chaz came in there, and there were all these battles. And how was your race today?
Oh man, it was a little bit of a rough one for me. I had some issues, some technical issues with my shifting. I had to try and reset some of the settings to try and make that work, and then ended up rolling the start because I had to swap to something I'm not used to. So not the most fun start for me, but it was great being out there with everybody.
Yeah, it was great to see you, and it was great to see you the whole championship. I really enjoyed it, and I think Chris, you enjoyed it too, didn't you?
Yeah, this is overall, this is going to go down in history as one of the greatest SF2 seasons of all time. And so coming out on top there, Nicholas Mazza, that's got to be nice feather in your cap, because this is some of the best racing that you can find on the service. What are you looking forward to next season?
I gotta say, I completely agree with you. I mean, honestly, this is some of the best racing I've seen on iRacing. I mean, I've only been doing this for, gosh, maybe like a year or so, but honestly, this group of people, they're just so much fun to race with, and there's a lot of good challengers out there. So, next season, hoping maybe pop it up into SF1. I'd love to do that. It's a pretty cool goal, I think. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. We'll just have to see what the league admins have to say, but I'm hoping to bump up there.
All right. Yeah, that's going to be awesome, Mazza. And never forget where you come from. Formula 2, we're all going to root for you in Formula 1. The same thing as we do with actually our current leader over here, the RJ McKenzie. And RJ McKenzie is running the 6 positions. Have you seen that, Peter?
Yeah, he's really running some fast times. He just turned in a 138.6 on cold tires, which is just mind-blowing. And I think this track, it looks like it's really suiting him.
Yeah, it's a nice track over here, and it's great to see him. So, Nicholas, I hope that we're going to see you back, maybe in Formula 1. I guess so. I don't think I will see you back in Formula 2. But we wish you all the best, and enjoy your championship. You deserved it.
Hey, thanks so much. Yeah, I'll be definitely back next season, hopefully in Formula 1. We'll see.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicholas. And we're going to have a look over here to look at the end of the qualification. See that Jeffrey Decker is still running. But look at that. Alex Alton is suddenly on the 5th position. While I say that, Jeffrey Snavely grabs number 4. And I do think that everybody is on their last lap. Or do they have a little bit more, Chris? I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is going to be a great end to this qualifying session. I think everybody laying it all out there. There's nothing left. This is the last race, and everybody's going to lay it out there, give everything they've got. The intervals here are very, very tiny. We're going to have a lot of drivers here who are on very similar lap times throughout the field. Obviously, Leo Charov with a 137.867 at the moment. Jeffrey Decker just 0.06 seconds back from that. So,
yeah, and then it's like the number 4 is 0-0, and the 5th is 0-0. It's all 0-0. They're very, very close.
Can we talk about the season championship? It all comes down to this. There is 1 point separating Jeffrey Decker and Leo Ovcharov. And so it's the way that Skippy Formula 1 works, there is a bonus point system. In this race, pretty much every 6 laps that you lead is an extra bonus point. Leading the most laps is an extra bonus point. Pole position, which Leo Ovcharov looks like he's getting, is an extra bonus point. And so these bonus points, this 1 point gap, this is just crazy, crazy close. Who knows how this is going to shake out?
Well, I'm not the one who knows that. I do know that Leo Ovcharov took that 1st position, and Jeffrey Decker is on that 2nd one. Chris Herrera is on the 3rd position, and then we see Jeff Snavely, Alex Alton, Mike Bowers, Scott Bell, Carl Dronke, RJ McKenzie. Look at that, 9th position. Really well done. Then Michael McLeod, 10th position. And then Jason Berkheimer and Mark Reiner on that 12th position. Great to have them all up here. And then a little bit further back, Aaron La, Max DiGiacomo, Jeff Thorbeck, Charlie McCarthy. I see Brian Perez, 17th. Really nice to have him nearly in that top 15. Curious what he can do in this track. Adam Moy, I think that's a new name, or am I wrong in that?
No,
that's a new one to me.
Yeah, he's a new member in the league and is qualifying respectably at P18. Fantastic.
Nice to see that. Then we see Benjamin Harris on the 19th position. He was looking at our Formula 2 race and was not practicing, so maybe that was his 19th position. But great to have him always in here. Love that guy, and always nice and clean fights. A little bit behind there is Steve Durr and Andrew Cole. And then Sammy Bridges and Ray Bartnikowski, 23 position. Look at that. Ray Bartnikowski is back, guys.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
Fantastic to see him back on track.
Oh, this is amazing. That's going to be a great... we'll have to see if we can look at his car. Because I know that he's always really busy with the painting of his car. But great to have that Ray back.
Can I say something with the bonus point for the pole position? As we stand right at this moment for the season championship, season 9 of Sunday Night Skippy Formula 1, Leo Ovtcharov and Jeffrey Decker are tied for the season championship.
Peter, can you do this update
Unreal.
like every lap? Because we need it.
It is, these two racers are going to be fighting tooth and nail. Again, every lap led can make the difference in this season championship. It's not just who beats the other at the finish line. And so there is not going to be a moment of rest for either of these guys.
Well, we've got 45-minute race coming up here as soon as the driver's grid, and you pay attention to the front row. This is going to be the race to watch, obviously. We've got a nice, cool track today at 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice. And cool winds. We've got, so that's not going to be a factor today. DQ limit of 25 incident points, which, again, hopefully not a factor. But that's about it. That's all we've got. We've got, a 36% fuel limit. I think that's going to lead to, two pit stops overall.
Here. Yeah, it really will be impossible to finish the race on just one pit stop.
So that's going to add some, fog and friction to the entire race as well. And so let's see if Leo and Jeffrey, what each has in mind for their strategy for today. Now, we do have other battles, of course. And I think that the Skippy Formula 1 drivers are ready to put on a heck of a show for us tonight.
I'd like to just give a shout out just to this track, Brands Hatch in England. Some beautiful curves named after some of the greatest Formula 1 racers in British racing history. Graham Hill Bend, Surtees Corner, Clark Curve, Stirling's Bend, Hawthorne Bend. It is so historic, so picturesque, so fast, and just a joy to drive.
Yeah, absolutely. This is easily one of my favorite tracks on the service. I didn't like it at first, but yep, here we are, and I've grown to love it. This is just a great track as we go. Lights are out, green flag here. Barney's waving the green flag. Let's watch the leaders as Leo Ovtcharov takes the first position there easily. Jeffrey Decker files in behind. They're going side by side there through turn 1, and we're going to be going down the hill here. Oh boy.
As they tiptoe around Druids, which is turn 2, and going down the hill to Graham Hill Bend, they come to an incredibly important turn 4, this sweeping left-hander that goes up a hill and the longest straight on the racetrack. And so the exit of the turn 4, Surtees, something we'll want to watch. Whoever can get that better can really set up some passes.
Yeah, we don't see much separation here throughout the field just yet, and we've got Leo Ovtcharov coming out to, he's holding on to the lead, but Jeffrey Decker there certainly in the hunt, and all the way down through, I would say, P8. This group you could put under a blanket.
Oh boy, can you. And for those two drivers up front, unlike in the Skippy Formula 2 race, neither driver can afford to be patient and just wait behind and then attack at the end. Because laps led give you bonus points, and there's only 1 point separating these two.
Yeah, every point counts here, so we're going to watch and see what Jeffrey Decker, just how much he's willing to push the issue to be able to get those bonus points. But at least for the time being, Leo Ovcharov is going to lead the first lap and start building that base of laps led. Chris Herrera right on the bumper there of Jeffrey Decker. Jeff Snavely very close in the hunt. You got to wonder how much these guys are going to push it, knowing that the title battle is on the line here.
Oh no, we see Michael going wrong. Michael McLeod.
Mike, this isn't right.
Oh, just got loose there. Going around what appears to be the less fire. Luckily, he keeps it out of danger for the most part, and he's going to lose a bunch of spots, but no damage to the car, so he'll just have to work his way back up.
Chris, I do have a message for him.
Mike, this isn't right.
Michael, I just sent you an email with the diagrams where the car should be. Did you receive that?
So we are now.
Yeah, go ahead, Peter.
Oh, we are starting to get two packs forming. You know, we have an initial pack of 8 drivers. Right now, led by Jeffrey Decker. Jeffrey has made the pass on Leo Ovcharov on the long back straight, and going all the way through P8 with Mike Bowers. And then starting in P9, R.J. McKenzie and Jason Berkheimer are leading the second pack. Oh, we do have in Westfield an issue. Aaron Law and Mark Rayner seem to have had an issue, and it looks like Aaron Law, unfortunately, is damaged and is towing back to the pits.
Ooh, a little bit of nose to tail there.
Going back to
look
the
back
front,
to the
look
lead.
at that.
Yeah, Leo Ovcharov looking to the inside there on turn 1 as they head down the hill into the horseshoe, but Jeffrey Decker is going to be able to hold on to that lead.
Chris Herrera is making that move, and this is going to be very difficult.
Oh,
No. Come on, Leo, you need to be in touch over there. Leo can hold it, but I was already scared of that position.
Oh, boy.
This is for the championship, and currently Jeffrey Decker is leading over here. Is it going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Leo's.
we now have another issue back in Grand Hill Bend. It looked like Steve Dewar was possibly involved, and a few others.
Let's have a quick look what exactly happened. I thought it's Andrew Cole over there with Joshua Noah.
Michael McLeod again.
Oh, again Michael McLeod.
And JR Hoops, I believe. Oh.
Mike, this isn't right.
Michael, this isn't right. And let's have a quick look what happens in the front.
Yeah, in fact, not JR Hoops, but Joseph Noah. Boy. One of the things about this track is that the grip on the track changes with tire temperature much more than typical tracks. I think that's because of just how high speed some of these corners are. Oh, and we have another issue again with look like Michael McLeod again with an issue out of turn 8, but back on track.
Well, looking up front here, Leo Ovcharov has worked his way back up to that 3rd position now, with Chris Herrera the only driver between him and the leader, Jeffrey Decker. So all's not lost, but as these laps tick down, Jeffrey Decker's working, basically putting deposits in the bank here for laps led, which, to your point, Peter,
we do see a battle up here for 12th position. JR Hoops with Brian Perez. And Adam Moy, our new driver, is also behind that already.
Oh, JR Hoops going to get loose.
No, JR Hoops isn't getting loose. How's that possible? losing positions, right? Adam Moy is overtaking him right over there, or isn't he? Yes, he is going to take that inside line, but JR Hoops has regained his position now, or at least he's trying to.
Just a quick update, Charlie McCarty and Steve Dewar pitted to get their fast repairs and are back on track. They had a little bit of damage.
Look at this, they're going 2 by 2 up here, and JR Hoops holds his position from Brian Perez. And it's going to be very, very close. And they're
going to be contact! Go fly through the fence! Oh my God!
Spectacular jump right over there. And currently, that means that they will have to go back into the pits.
Yeah, and it looks like JR Hoops has disconnected. Brian Perez is sticking with it and is in the midst of a tow.
Wow. So let's go back to the front. Jeffrey Decker is right over there. Chris Herrera on that second position, and then Leo Oktarov. Leo Oktarov looks like he's completely back and is now making that move on Chris Herrera. Hopefully this goes a little bit smoother, makes it wide and makes that work. Look at that. Inside line goes really well. And still can hold on to Jeffrey.
That's lap 5 right there, so we'll see, the bonus points there aren't going to be very clear here until the end for laps led, but I'll tell you what is clear is that Jeffrey Decker, Leo Oktarov, entering the session here tied on championship points, and they are running 1 and 2.
Yeah, and the way that the lap times work out, I project every 6 laps led by either one of these drivers will register another bonus point, and then there'll be an additional bonus point for leading the most laps. So it's important.
And don't forget about Carl Dronke, because Carl Dronke is faster. He's looking constantly what Jeff Snavely is doing, and if he can make a position. But currently it's better to be in that little group. We have Mike Bowers and Scott Bell right behind there for 6th and 7th, and they're trying to not get them back into this pack.
Yeah, Alex Othon is also right with Mike and Scott, and they almost look like they're working together, and that might be a good strategy if they want any hope of catching up to that group of top 5.
Yeah, and after that is RJ McKenzie doing the same thing with Jason Berkheimer. I don't think they're really fighting. Looks like they're also trying to do the same tactic. And look at this, we're going back to the front. We see Leo Oktarov needs to take that move, and makes that move. Look at that, so is going for that first position back up. Had that incident with Chris Herrera and is now back up, and now Chris Herrera is making it Jeffrey Decker very difficult. And we do see that Chris Herrera is checking up. Jeff Snavely nearly misses him. Whoa,
well, we're gonna
this
have
is an exciting race, guys.
And we've got some lap traffic coming up here shortly here for the leaders as well, which is going to add some interesting spice to the mix. And we'll see what happens with the Leo and Jeffrey. A lot of this depends on how quickly the leaders can pass this lap traffic. We've got, move to the inside. Looks like everybody's going to make it through just fine this time around.
I know the season championship is on the line, but I'm just watching this epic battle for P12, currently being held by Max Giacomo. But Benjamin Harris, Michael McLeod, Ray Bartnikowski, Adam Moy, Sammy Bridges, they've just strung out in single file in the back straight. But prior to that, in the twisty parts, they were just side by side, 2 by 2, with that whole group.
I believe the technical term is twisty bits.
Yeah.
And right behind there is Andrew Cole together with Joseph Noah. Also trying to see if they can hold on to Sammy Bridges, because then that's a big pack.
Indeed.
But
back up
let's
front,
have a quick
Chris
look at
Herrera.
front. Yeah, Chris Herrera, I see it too.
Yeah, and boy, that helps Leo Oktarov, because I think Jeffrey Decker is going to have to take a little defensive line, and in fact he does go wide around turn 1.
Yeah, and that means that Leo can maybe get a little bit more speed, or is Chris Herrera going to hold on? So where Chris Herrera was a little bit the bottleneck for Leo, it could be actually that he's having a lot of benefit from it right now.
The confidence that Chris Herrera has to insert himself into the middle of this season championship battle, it really is pretty startling and impressive. It'll be interesting. Now, of course, there's a great draft that Jeffrey's going to get. He's going to get around Chris Herrera.
I do have to say, Peter, we're going a little bit further back. Brian Perez and Charlie McCarthy are right behind there, and they're actually having a really nice battle between those cars.
Yeah, they are a lap down at this point, but that being said, the race is never over, and these were the two that got...
All right, we missed that Jeffrey Decker actually passed Chris Herrera one more time.
Absolutely, yeah,
But
so
that
now
gap is a little bit
he's
bigger.
only got Leo. Leo has worked out to a little bit. This is about as big of a lead as we've seen here, 0.83 seconds at the moment. We'll see if Chris Herrera's got the run on Jeffrey Decker, but he's opting not to use that this time around as they kind of stack up just a little bit with Jeff Snavely and Carl Dronke. But we'll keep an eye on that interval there. 0.9 seconds now the lead for Leo Charov, and we'll see if Jeffrey Decker can't start to walk him back or not.
I'm very curious what Jeff Snavely and Carl Dronke, because they and then we know them as technical guys. So I'm not sure. What did you say last time about Carl Dronke, Chris?
I don't know, Pim. What did I say?
It was something about a lover in the sheets. I remember that part.
Just to change the subject, I'm keeping an eye on this battle for P6 with Mike Bauer, currently in P6. You can thank me later, Chris. That they have not changed. They have been nose to gearbox with Mike Bauer, Scott Bell, and Alex Othon. And I've been looking at the gap, and even though they are working together, they are not closing the gap up to this lead pack of 5. And so they're about 4.5 seconds behind, and it's pretty much stayed constant there. So, they've got their work cut out for themselves if they want to get up to that lead pack.
Yeah, Peter, and there is that little group with Max DiGiacomo, Adam Moy, and Ray Bartnikowski, Sammy Bridges, Andrew Cole. Basically all over there. But look at Ray Bartnikowski, his new scheme paint over there. I kind of dig it.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. Actually, for a newcomer, Adam Moy, also, it's great to see that that's a new color on track for Sunday Night Skippy.
And orange is always the best color. And look at that. He's actually going to make a move over here for position. Max can't hold that. And really nice pass over here.
By the way, I'm not ashamed. I just wanted to hear Pim say that Carl Dronke was a fighter in the streets and a lover in the sheets. I think that's accurate. I don't know why.
Well, let's go back to that topic. That was a good topic to talk about. I do see that Leo Tarov is he's not running away, but he's also not. They're not getting any closer. 0.7 seconds right now. Jeffrey Decker, what would go into his mind? For sure, we're going to talk to him in the booth, but I'm so curious. What do you think he needs to do right now, Peter?
Boy, he'll want to take away Leo's opportunities for bonus points. So he'll want to make sure that Leo doesn't lead the most laps. And if Leo leads 6 laps or 12 laps, Jeffrey will want to do the same, lead 6 or 12 laps, because every 6 laps is another bonus point, and now they are coming into the pits.
Yep. There we go. So everybody except for Jeff Snavely is on the same page here. They're going to go down the pit road, and this is going to the pit strategy is afoot. It looks like everybody's going to enter cleanly.
All right. Pay attention about Carl Dronke. Pay attention about Carl Dronke. I'm just curious if he's going to go quicker out than the rest, because he had so much fuel saving. Of course, Jeff Snavely is running that first position, but look at this. Carl Dronke is running out first. He is... No, he's not, but he is passing... I don't know who's he passing. Whoa.
Oh my gosh, we're going 3 wide here.
Oh, Leo is going together with that is Max DiGiacomo, and immediately look at that. Jeffrey Decker is right on his tail, and it's this one big group over there. Oh no.
Yeah. What a tactical, not having a team principle here is really not serving these guys well, because these folks just jumped into a battle for position. And, blue flags, this is not a factor here. This is all battles for position. Everybody has their right to these things. Of course, it looks like Max Giacomo and company are going to back it off just a little bit. But look at that battle behind them. Sammy Bridges.
Fight, yeah. And Carl Dronke still needs to go.
Andrew Cole. Carl Dronke is trying to get...
Yeah, somebody missed Carl Dronke, and they're all like, okay, we're starting to battle again. No, Carl Dronke also needs to pass those people, because then we're going to get a really interesting fight. But currently, Leo has made that... oh, man, I think he was so relieved to... that was a tight exit over there.
Yeah, and they are closing in now pretty quickly to Adam Moy. Adam is not slow here, but the closing speed is still there, and so I think it'll only be a matter of 2 laps. Of course, Adam might come into pit before then, but it's very... in fact, Adam is pitting. And
There
so
we go.
now
Yeah,
we have-
Jason Berkheimer, Jeff Torbeck, all down pit road as well. So Jeff Snavely remains the only driver there out front who has
Yeah,
yet to pit. Well, I take that back. Sammy Bridges is also in that group.
Yeah, he's also in that group, and Carl Dronke is now just past him. Did lose quite a bit of time on that one lap over there, but I think he's happy that he actually passed him over here and can now look forward. 2.2 seconds ahead of them is the big battle going on between Leo Oktarov and Jeff Snavely. I do want to point out that, Leo and Jeffrey Decker. I do want to point out that Jeff Snavely is still in the lead.
Right. He has not pit yet, and this is good news for Jeffrey Decker because Leo is not leading. Although he's leading Jeff, he's not leading the race, so those laps are not banking toward most laps led.
So, Peter, I'm not sure if you can do the calculations, but how far are we now? What does Leo and what does Jeffrey need to do?
Well, so I think that right now Jeffrey Decker has a little bit of an edge because I think they're basically a wash on bonus points as we stand right at the moment. You know, Leo Ovcharov has the extra bonus point for the pole position, but I think Jeffrey is still ahead of Leo in terms of laps led in the race, and so that probably makes them even. And given that Jeffrey came into the race with a 1-point lead, I think Leo is going to have to maintain this. Oh, and Jeff Snavely is in the pits now, and so this is going
already
to give...
going out,
Yeah.
but not quick enough for Leo and Jeffrey Decker. They're really making a lot of move up here. It is really going to be this battle, guys. Championship going to be decided between those two, Leo Ovcharov and Jeffrey Decker. Sammy Bridges also goes into the pits.
You're going to want, if I'm Jeffrey Decker, you're going to want to get ahead. Now, granted, this is all a pipe dream because there's no way I could hang with either of these guys. But, you know, if you're Jeffrey Decker, you want to get ahead. No harm in leading these laps here. There's no strategy to save fuel, potentially, because each bonus point counts in this particular instance. So, Jeffrey Decker here I got to imagine he's going to be pushing to try to get past Leo.
One of the things that's interesting for people who are studying how to become faster in the Skip Barber Formula 2000 cars, you'll notice that Leo Ovcharov, before these high-speed sweeping left-hand turns, actually puts his outside wheels halfway on the grass. Incredibly risky thing to do, but it helps rotate the car because you lose a little bit of grip by doing that. And you know, to do that with that precision, because if you put 3/4 of those outside tires on the grass, you will spin.
Yeah, they're bypassing here. Brian Perez doesn't want to be involved in this fight. We do see that Leo Oktarov is quite solid. I'm curious what Jeffrey Decker is currently doing. Is he holding back, or is he really having difficulties? And while I say that, I see for third position Carl Dronke. Seeing Jeff Snavely on the back over there, curious what's going to happen. A little further back, also a nice fight for position number 11, Jason Berkheimer with Benjamin Harris. They've been going on it quite a while.
And they're going to go too wide here down the front stretch, if you will, I guess the front stretch. And it looks like that Benjamin Harris is going to take the position there pretty cleanly. Good race in there for 12th position. 11th position.
And then, of course, we have our newcomer, Adam Moy, who's currently fighting with Sammy Bridges for 14th position. And right behind there, we see also Joseph Noah, Andrew Cole, and Ray Bartnikowski. Well, Ray, welcome back, and I hope we'll see you next season, because great start already.
Yeah, we've got a lot of drivers up here.
On that battle involving Mike Bauer, Scott Bell, and Alex Othon, Mike has actually stretched out a 3-second lead over Scott Bell and Alex Othon, but Scott and Alex are still nose to tail, lap after lap.
Yeah, Mike Bowers running up here on Brian Perez. We'll see if, yep, able to sneak his way by there. But yeah, this is going to be fun to watch. Scott Bell, Alex Othon, two great drivers with great fan bases, if I might say so myself.
They do. But we have Leo Ovdarov and Jeffrey Decker also with a very big base, and they're now going into corner one. And I do think that Jeffrey Decker is holding back. That's going to be my suspicion on this one.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. You got to pick your spots, because I'll tell you what, if you make a pass and it's in the wrong spot and you end up taking both of you out, then that helps nobody. So Jeffrey Decker is probably poking and prodding. Now, these two drivers know each other very well. This is not the first time they've been battling back and forth. So they're probably very, very clear on each other's tactics and capabilities and weaknesses. So I think Jeffrey Decker is probably just, trying to figure out where he might be able to pass here cleanly.
You know, if they did take each other out, there's a possibility that they would be tied for the season championship. And I wonder if we have. I actually don't know the Sunday Night Skippy Formula One rules. If there is a tiebreaker system.
I
can't imagine that we do.
We're gonna fire Joshua Dancy if it happens. Just.
Well, we've already got the. Trophies made up, so I wonder maybe we might have to get those redone if we do end up in a tie. But for the moment, at least, it does look like Leo's in the best position. Jeffrey Decker, though, just set the fastest lap of the race last time by with a 1:37.31.
In battle behind
so
there is also interesting. Jeff Snavely together with Carl Dronke. Nice to see those guys run over here as well. Carl Dronke, like how many seasons is he's been here? I think 9 seasons.
He's one of the OGs for sure. Yeah, just a perennial professional here, and it's great to see this battle here shaping out with the 22 car. I'm looking forward to this, as we still have one more pit stop left. So who the heck knows? But Scott Bell, Alex Othon still going toe to toe as well, and we do have some other, like a little further back. We've got Max Giacomo, Sammy Bridges, and Adam Moy. I know we've talked about these folks before, but they're holding strong together. And just behind them, Andrew Cole and Joseph Noah. So all through the field, we've got some and Ray Bartnikowski. Let's not leave out Ray. He's hanging on tough there in that 18th position up 5 spots. So we've got some great battles throughout the field. This is going to be a barn burner all the way to the end.
Yeah,
Jeff Snavely is now losing his position on Carl Dronke. Sorry, Peter.
I was just going to say I've been keeping an eye on Andrew Cole's race. He's running a strong P16. He's up 5 spots from where he qualified, and I think now 4 laps in a row he's run 138.7. Just fast and consistent, and so definitely doing great today on this track.
We'll back up to the lead here. Jeffrey Decker, 0.17. So basically, we're right on the bumper here of Leo Ovcharov, and this is going to be. It's literally just up to Decker when he's going to make the move, which it looks like he is going to try on the outside, going down the front stretch. Although Leo able to hit the NOS there and maintain that lead down into turn 1, down the hill, and oh boy, man, this is going to get spicy here real soon, I imagine.
Yeah, and I do have to say, these drivers, like, it looks always so easy, but I do know that Leo and Jeffrey are practicing a lot of time during the week, and that's why they're so fast. They just are so consistent, but they do spend their time up here. Currently, Leo is still in that lead position. Peter, does that mean extra bonus points?
I think it's very likely that Leo has earned at least 1, if not 2, bonus points for hitting the 6th lap led marker. Boy, I am just in awe of Leo just putting 2 wheels on the grass in order to rotate his car around these high-speed corners. I would be just way too terrified to do that. It's so easy. I cannot overemphasize how easy it is to spin the car when you do that.
Well, knowing the track limits at that, because both Leo and Jeffrey both have 4 off tracks by my count, at least. and no more, no less. So clearly, they know where they can put the car over the edge of the racing surface, if you will, per iRacing, and they're making full use of that. It does look like, Jeffrey keeps looking to the outside there down the front straightaway over the start-finish line, but nothing doing just yet.
Yeah, I think it's more psychological. It actually slows you down a little bit. It rounds out that front straight a little bit, so you're covering a little more distance, and it actually is banked, and so you're actually going uphill a little bit more. And so I think Jeffrey is just doing that to keep his nose as big as possible in Leo's left rearview mirror.
We've got a couple of takers down pit road at the moment. RJ McKenzie, Benjamin Harris. That will be their second pit stop of the evening. So that kicks off our second round of pit stops.
Right. And so, in fact, if we are guessing maybe around 11 or 12 laps to go, the final pit window is probably open right now. And so it'll be interesting to see when these race leaders come in.
And this is going to presumably split up the field just a little bit. We've got the battle for the lead, obviously, with Leo and Jeff. We've got Carl Dronke and Jeff Snavely in the battle for P3. Carl up 5 spots overall. And then all the way back, we've mentioned it before, but Max Giacomo trying to hold off Sammy Bridges, Adam Moy. And then a little further back from there, Joseph Noah, Andrew Cole, Ray Bartnikowski, all locked up. But all of these drivers, like we mentioned, still have to pit yet one more time.
Can I just say just how in awe and just how magnificent all these drivers. It's not just Leo and Jeffrey, but on this track, the way that everyone is driving right now is just incredible. And I'm just looking at the timing charts. Everyone is in the 137s or 138s. The entire field. It's just amazing.
Yeah, really good stuff. For sure, these guys always put on a show. I feel like they're under pressure from Skippy Formula 2, to be honest with you, to put on a good show, because that's quickly becoming a bright spot for the league. But Leo and Jeffrey still doing battle here for the lead spot. I wonder when and if Leo decides to pit, because Jeff's he's right on the gearbox there. Is he going to be ready if Leo decides to peel off and go into pit road? Is he going to follow? Is he going to stay out for a lap? What's the strategy there?
And, is Jeffrey going to have a 2 or 3 second advantage because he's burning less fuel right now, to Pim's earlier point? It could be strategic.
We do see Adam Moy back in P11, passing Sammy Bridges there. So this battle still continues to rage, and that's the last pass we had on the track there. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Sammy Bridges is a very fast driver, obviously. Been with us for a long time. Adam Moy, a very new driver, and having a fantastic showing, up 7 spots right now.
That battle for P13 right now held by Joseph Noah, but followed by Andrew Cole and Ray Bartnikowski. Again, Joseph Noah is up 12 spots from where he qualified. Andrew up 7 spots. Ray Bartnikowski up 8 spots. And then ahead of them is one of Pim's favorite drivers, Sammy Bridges, up 12 spots and running in P12.
Great stuff, man. We got Leo and Jeffrey up front still going toe-to-toe. Jeff Decker had a 137.29, stole the hot lap away for the evening from Leo with a 137.31. So, yeah, clearly these guys are just the class of the field tonight. They've got a solid 6.5 second lead over third place Carl Dronke, who's having a great race of his own, up 5 spots there in the final podium position, but he's got a rear view mirror full of Jeff Snavely, at least for the moment.
Just to clarify for the viewers, there is no bonus point for the fastest lap of the race. That would add another wrinkle. Oh, and we do have our race leaders coming into the pits.
So there you go. That answers my question. Jeffrey Decker, ready to go, ready to follow Leo in. So there's going to be no pit strategy here, if you will. It's just going to be who's the fastest in and out. Spots 1 and 2.
In Pim's theory, we'll see if it plays out here. If Jeffrey needs, a half a liter less fuel.
I'm no Liam. I have to be honest on that one. I do see that Jeffrey Decker is getting away quicker, and this is what's happening.
It has happened, in fact, exactly as you called it, Pim.
You say you're not Liam, but I'll tell you what, that's very Liam-esque, we'll say, at least. And yeah, look at that. What a lead there for Jeffrey Decker. Clearly Leo's probably going to try to cut into that very fast driver, but that worked out extremely well for the 13 car.
Right. But boy, as a strategy, it is playing with fire also, just because if Jeffrey did that intentionally, he also ceded at least 1 bonus point for lap play to Leo Upruff. And so it's really interesting to see how this plays out. And it does leave them, again, with some laps not having either of them lead, because Jeff Snavely now, again, has inherited P1.
Yep, exactly right. He's going to be still out there. He's coming around the final sweeping right turn of turn 9. We'll see if Jeff Snavely decides to pit this time around. He's got a 19-second lead over the would-be leaders here. Nope, Jeff Snavely's going to stay at 1 more lap, which is good news for Jeffrey Decker, or I'm sorry, Leo Acharov at this point.
That's right. These, a little thing like that could be a difference maker for the season championship. How crazy is that?
Hi, Peter. I think it's funny. Every time we talk about it, it's like, oh, and we're going to have a red flag or not. And we're actually getting this close. And while I'm saying that, I do see that Leo is trying to go on that outside. Is he going to have enough speed? He did that before. And it looks like very close. They're going side by side currently.
Oh, it's very hard. You lose some camber being on the outside of that hairpin. That's called Druids. But wow, that's just some super close in battling. Meanwhile, we are having a huge number of other drivers in the pits. Max DiGiacomo, Adam Moy, Andrew Cole, Ray Bartnikowski. Brian Perez has been sitting in the pits for a while, so he may have parked the car at this point. But everyone in for their last refueling stops.
I see Andrew Cole is also still in a fight. And Ray Bartnikowski overtook him over there. I'm not sure what exactly happened. And right behind there is Chris Herrera. What happened to Chris Herrera? Has anybody?
That's actually a really good question. Yeah, no, I was just looking at that. Let me search through the event log here, because that's a shocker. He was up battling.
He was battling with Leo and Jeffrey Decker. And while I say that, we do see that Leo is looking so close again. Is he going to make that move? We're going back to the long stretch where he can get a lot of draft. And look at this, he has a really great run. Oh, he's going to make this move. He's going to make it stick. He wants to have that inside line, but Jeffrey is right over there. He needs to go on that outside. But look at the speed that he has right over here. Yeah, he's going to make this really tight, and even tighter than the last corner. But he's getting not enough speed. Look at that, he's getting not enough speed on that outside. It's not working over there.
Boy,
yeah.
It's so close.
It's good for Leo to be poking and prodding at this stage, though, to kind of get a sense of where he might be able to pass Decker. He's probably just trying to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work.
Oh, and Jeff Snavely goes really off track over there.
Oh, yeah, Leo's around! Leo's around! Oh, he saves it, but Jeffrey Decker's going to get the lead by a long shot here.
No.
Oh,
this
unreal.
It looked like nose-to-tail contact. It looked like maybe Jeffrey
or thereabouts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, the closing speed there spooked Leo just a little bit. I don't know exactly. We'll have to get their take on that. But
Leo
that's
still maintains P2. So it is not over here. Let's see, there are about 8.5 minutes left. So that would be roughly, 6 laps, I think, left in the race. It's still anyone's season championship. I think it's hard to calculate it right now.
Well, 4 seconds in 9 minutes. He does need to make a lot of speed, and currently he has Jeff Snavely right behind him. So instead of looking forward, he needs to look backwards, because is Jeff Snavely going to make that move in that first corner? Man, I didn't thought it's going to be that exciting.
That's right, and yeah, we'll see how many laps are left, and obviously at the moment this is all Jeffrey Decker's race, putting those laps in the bag there for laps led, and boy, 4 seconds now, and already Leo's already starting to eat into that lead, slowly but surely.
So can we talk about this, because there are some people in the chat talking about it. Peter, what is now current standing up here? What does Leo need to do to actually win this championship?
It's very, very difficult for Leo, because I think with the race win, assuming Jeffrey Decker holds it together, a race win gives an extra 4 points just for the win, a P1 versus P2. And so it'll be extremely difficult. Now, Leo Ovtcharov gets one of those back from having the pole position, and he might still end the race with the most laps led. I don't quite have the arithmetic in my head, but a 4-point gap now, the way it stands right now, will be very, very hard for Leo.
3.8 to be very precise. I do think that Leo is pushing it, and yeah, I do. Jeff Snavely has a lot of benefit of that. Can actually hold on over there.
Yeah, we see that lead just kind of start being eaten into, and if you're Jeffrey Decker, you don't want to panic at that necessarily, because that could lead to some rash decisions. But it's something you got to keep an eye on. 3.8 seconds is comfortable, but what you really got to keep your eye on is the trend. It's 3.8 seconds, but it was 4.2. Which is concerning there for the 13 car.
While I'm looking at the car of Leo, did Leo change his livery? It looks more like a Ukraine flag on the moment.
Oh, there we go. Nice job, Leo.
Love his support on that way. It is currently 3.4 seconds away from Jeffrey Decker.
And under 6 minutes remaining in the race. So I think next time around, they'll probably only have 3 laps left in this race.
Yeah, and we do have an interesting fight going here with Joseph Noah and Adam Moy. Adam Moy has been in this broadcast, was in the back, but has some very interesting fights going on, and currently is fighting here with Joseph Noah.
Yeah, Joseph Noah just made the pass there across the start-finish line for P14. Joseph Noah up 11 spots in all. Adam Moy up 3 spots. Both of these drivers got to be fairly happy with the way that this race is going. 4 seconds behind them, we've got Chris Herrera, Ray Bartnikowski, and Andrew Cole. This is going to be another race to watch here, especially that Ray Bartnikowski and Andrew Cole here. These guys are nose to tail, to Peter's point, with about 3-ish laps to go. And look at that. Andrew Cole's going to look to the inside of Ray Bartnikowski.
Our hard charger right now is Sammy Bridges, running in P11, and he's up 13 spots from where he started the race. And he hasn't had to deal with much battling. He's just been running very, very solid laps, and just really moved up the field and holding down a solid P11.
Back up front, Jeffrey Decker's lead is down to 3.3 seconds now, which is dang near a full second less than the initial wiggle from Leo Ovtcharov having to hit the brakes there in turn 4. So Leo continuing to try to eat into that lead by Jeffrey Decker. Jeff Snavely hanging on tight there to P3, still 0.6 seconds behind Leo. And yeah, everything else is pretty spaced out except for that battle that we were previously looking at. Looks like both Joseph Noah and Adam White caught Benjamin Harris for P13. All of these drivers having a great race. Up 6 spots, up 11 spots, up 3 spots, all respectively. And we'll see if they can't make their way past Benjamin Harris, who is having a great night.
Special announcement for RJ McKenzie, 8th position, formerly known as a Formula 2 driver.
That's
and is
right.
doing so well. But then ahead of him, doing even one little step better, Alex Alton. With that tie-dye car. Look at that. Amazing, great position. And above there, we haven't spoken much about him. I know that we have some fans up here, but Scott Bell, 6th position.
Yeah, he was battling hard, elbows out early on in the race, has managed to find some clean track ahead of him. Glad to see Scott Bell up a spot there in P6. A shout out to all the fans there who were rooting for Scott Bell.
Yeah, and I look a little bit to Jeffrey Decker, and if you look in the back, you can actually see Leo Octarov and Jeff Snavely coming closer and closer, but we only have 3 minutes left, even not that, 2.5 minutes left. Is that gonna be enough? I don't think so. I think Jeffrey Decker, how many times did he become champion? Is it his second time? I think it's his second time.
It's the second time, and by my estimate, the next time around the start-finish line, Jeffrey Decker will receive the white flag, signifying the last lap of the race.
So is the win gonna be enough for Jeffrey Decker to get the champion?
I would think so, because the way the points work out, P1 gets, just for the race win, gets 4 more points than P2, and so
There you go.
I'm guessing that Leo Octarov might have received more bonus points than Jeffrey. I'm not sure, but 4 points is a lot.
Well, Peter, as soon as the results are in, go back into your system and let's hear that final result. Currently, I do think that Jeff Snavely is looking to see if he can actually go up for that second position to really make this championship definite, but it's not working. Leo is just really, really fast.
Yeah, Jeff Snavely does have the... Oh, yeah, a little bit outside there. Jeff Snavely does have the fastest lap of the evening so far with 1:37.21. So definitely no slouch himself, and I think he's got a real shot here at maybe passing Leo.
Battle for 14th. Benjamin Harris is trying to get closer to Adam Moy, and then Joseph Noah, Chris Herrera, and... Oh, I do see Benjamin Harris going into the pit. So he didn't have enough fuel, thought it was going to be any more. That can also still happen with Jeffrey Decker. Or is Jeffrey Decker too seasoned for this? And is he going to finish to the race?
It's a great question, Pim, because we did see a shorter refueling stop for Jeffrey Decker than for Leo Octarov in that second pit stop.
Look at Leo, he is pushing that car so much. Go still the end. I think that's also said something about Leo Octarov. Is our current champion and is really losing it over here. 2.7 seconds, he's getting closer and closer, but it doesn't seem to be enough. It's one of those last laps that you have.
As they round the last corner, Clark curve, Jeffrey Decker is on the front straight, approaching the start-finish line.
And
time has run out.
He has taken that position, and for second position, Leo Octarov is getting really, really tight over there, but holds that
Leo
position.
Goes out.
No.
What
Leo
happened?
Leo was in where it's the final.
Oh, we're done.
Race.
We're done. Okay. Yeah, super excited there for a second.
Yeah, no, we do see that Mike Bowers is run out of fuel. Oh no, he's also in there as well. Let's have a quick
The
look.
white flag, the checkered flag, Barney. Come on, man.
Max is coming up to Sammy Bridges, but Sammy Bridges can hold that as well. After that, we see Michael McLeod not holding that last lap. Michael...
Mike, this isn't right.
Michael, that isn't right, but we see that Adam Moy takes that 12th position over, and then a really interesting battle with Chris Herrera and Joseph Noah, but Joseph Noah is on the 15th position, and these were the unofficial results.
Yeah, and it
great
looked
run there
like,
by just
Michael
just didn't
McLeod,
have the room.
just ran out of fuel as he crossed the start finish line.
Well, and out of talent, I think, because that last corner, he ended up in that wall. But that means that Jeffrey Decker, did he take the championship? It seems
Presumably.
that is.
Right? I feel like we need some real-time statisticians here. Where's
I'm waiting right now for
While you do that, we do see that Jeffrey Decker took the first position, Leo Octaro, Jeff Snavely, Carl Dronke, Mike Bowers on 5th position, a little bit anonymous, but a great one to take it over there. Scott Bell, 6th position, Alex Alton, Jeff Torbeck, Sammy Bridges up to 9th. Look at that. It's got to be the hard charger for the day. I'm gonna have a quick look. Who is the hard charger? It is Sammy Bridges. Of course it's Sammy Bridges. It's always Sammy Bridges. Nice one from him. RJ McKenzie, 11th position. And then Adam Moy, Michael McLeod, Chris Herrera, Joseph Noah, Ray Bartnikowski up there in the 16th. Again, great to have you up here. Andrew Cole, Benjamin Harris, Steve Durr, and then Mike Reiner, who had some incidents. Wow. That was an impressive race, guys.
Very, very great race by a lot of these drivers. Yeah, hats off to everybody. Another fantastic season. I'm looking forward to talking to some of these, all of these folks, not some of these folks. We've got, let's see, unmute. All right, well, let's start off our post-race interviews here with our second place finisher, Leo Charov, and man, what a fantastic battle there. It looked like it came down to that pit stop, but talk us through what you saw.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate mistake on my part into turn 3. So, yeah, unfortunately, that cost me the chance to fight it out at the end.
But I do want to talk first about, before we go into that, what happened on that, I think, first lap or first few laps with Chris Herrera. That's got to be...
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. The Sim Racer Hub does have the race results and season standings and bonus points up. And it is currently showing... now, the stewards and the admins for Sunday Night Skippy, of course, have to inspect and vet this. But as it stands right now, Sim Racer Hub is showing Jeffrey Decker and Lee Oftrov tied.
Oh my god.
No, they're tied. No
Does
way.
It has 4 drop weeks then, I think.
4 drop weeks. So that
it should be 3.
3, yes. So let's go ahead and edit that, and then we will see how this goes. So go ahead. Yep.
So while we talk about that, we have Jeffrey Decker here in the booth. We have Leo in the booth. Guys, talk about what went through your mind. What was this race about?
I was for all the marbles and then some.
And then some, yeah. And then you got into that fight with Chris Herrera. You got luckily clean out of that, and you had to fight your battle back up. But then Jeffrey Decker had this waiting. He was waiting over there, and then he was quicker in the pit stops. Jeffrey, talk us about that pit stop strategy.
Yeah, honestly, the first stint was super stressful. I know Leo fell back after Chris went for it, and then when Leo got by me, I kind of felt like I was in for much of the same, and we actually almost lost Leo's draft, so just super stressful. But once I got back up to Leo, I was like, whenever he pits, I'm pitting, and I just hope that we could catch the rest of the people out. And luckily, I think we did. I think it maybe looked like Chris tried to dive in late, and cross the penalty line. I don't know.
Yeah, things happen. You're a steward, but for now you're just a number 1 or number 2 driver. We're still waiting for Peter for the last results.
We do have the last results, and it shows Jeffrey Decker in position 1, and then 2 points behind Leo Oftrov in P2. Carl Dronke, 66 points behind in P3.
Wow!
Congrats, Jeffrey.
2 points is wild, man.
2 points is wild in this whole season with all these bonus points and lead laps and that you can do, and then it's gonna become this close. Jeffrey, amazing! Congratulations! But also Leo, as an outgoing champion up here. We all thought you're going to have it this season. So that means that next season we're having you back up here and going again for that first position?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to need a much needed break and to decompress from the season. It was a hard-fought season.
It's a hard-fought season, and we were talking about your training hours. I know that you do that a lot, Jeffrey, as well. It's not that easy to be in the lead and staying in that lead, and that's something that you guys really have done well. Amazing job. I have no words.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing I just want to say is, like, I know it's not the result Leo wanted, but just a big congrats to him on the season in general. It was an insane season, and I wouldn't have wanted to fight for it this hard with anyone else. So I got to give him massive credit. The fact that it comes down to 2 points at the end, all the close races, just an amazing season. I really wish we could have brought it to the line side by side. I think we maybe started the season that way. I would have loved to end it that way. So, but still, man, just a massive congrats to you. It was an insane season. I was lucky to hang with you the whole time.
You as well, buddy. Cheers.
It's amazing, and amazing, Leo, that you also come here in the booth. You were the first one to jump in. Show some character after such a race. I remember myself when I make very stupid mistakes as usual. You were so close, and yeah, you guys gave a show. It was the Jeffrey and Leo show tonight. Amazing. I'm looking forward to the next season. It's going to be exciting again. Going to be a lot of Jeffrey and Leo fights, but I also saw some other people that were really fast. So maybe you have to look out. We have some Formula 2 drivers who are coming into the race, so that's going to be very exciting.
I'll tell you guys now, it's next season's not going to be like this for me. I'm missing the first 2 races already, so I might be joining you guys in the booth a little bit. I'll pop into a couple of races, but it's definitely going to be a much more casual season for me.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
I think you've both definitely earned it. I mean, the level of intensity, it was draining even for us, just as fans and viewers, and so we totally get that.
All right, Leo, let's not make a habit out of this, but I have to start with you first. Do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, shout-outs to all the guys in Shake and Bake, obviously. You guys up here, and of course to Jeffrey for staying with it, and making it exciting.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this season, and congratulations with your second spot. Great work. And then let's go to Jeffrey. Jeffrey, we've been talking about this for, I think, at least half the season. So who are your shout-outs to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, big shout out to you guys, the broadcast. I want to give a big shout out to Leo for the season again. I know I already sang his praises, but he deserves it. If he would have won today, he deserved it, just as much, maybe even more than I did. So just big shout out there. And then obviously to Wifey, and then to Lando for letting me do these races week in and week out. As well as the whole league, stewards, admins, the Shake and Bake crew, just everyone.
Yeah, and we're actually looking right now live images from Lando. So Lando is getting quite busy up there. So now we imagine what you need to do after the race. Great to see Lando finally in real life. He's not made up. It's a real dog. You have a dog. You made that point. Jeffrey, congratulations. This second championship. Does that make any difference from your first one?
Honestly, yeah, this one was a lot more difficult. Not to say that obviously the league hasn't been at an incredibly high standard, but I think we've all seen Leo push that standard to the next level. Yeah, I think just battling out with someone I feel as a friend and respect so much. Having all this close racing, close and clean racing, I think it's really hard to come by, and it's been an amazing journey through the season. So I think this one feels a little bit more special to me. It definitely feels like it was a lot more work.
Well, thanks very much for this incredible season. Someone else that we do have to thank, Chris Morrill. Always on the road and still active for us. I want to be thankful for that. Great to have you always in the booth. Together with Peter, any shout outs from you guys?
Well, first off, just a shout out to Chris Smorl for really creating the Cavalcade Racing Network, and you, Pim. It's just, we're fans, so we would be watching these races anyway, but to have the privilege of broadcasting is just so much fun. And then to all of the league administrators and organizers, I know it's a huge thankless task, but I had a blast racing SF2. It was the best season yet, and looking forward to more.
Yeah, I gotta say that was way more eloquent than I was going to put it. So thank you, Peter. Just the fan base. I can't believe where we've come, how far we've come. From when we started this crazy experiment of not only SNS but streaming the races, and just how much fun we have. And it's a pure joy and privilege, like you said, Peter, to be able to watch and broadcast it. And it's kind of why being able to pull my family into it and have Liam come in here and do all that, just absolutely. And Pim taking everything to the absolute next level. He basically took what I was able to kind of figure out and make it super professional. So Pim, thank you so much for everything that you do. And stay tuned for some, maybe some changes to the way that we brand ourselves. And also, I want to make sure that we give a huge push for the Cavalcade race coming up tomorrow evening. Matt Shepka has done a heck of a job organizing and setting up the Cavalcade Clash, which will feature drivers from all of the 3 leagues that we broadcast regularly, SNS and Bonfire Racing League and ATC, the Alpha Tour Challenge, with those cars at Watkins Glen, which I think is going to be a heck of a show. And it's going to be for fun. It's going to be a great way to decompress here as we enter week 13 and, kind of shake it out after all of this, sweating and stress that we've had leading up to the season championship. So hope you all can come out and not only race, but if you're interested, watch that as well. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great fun. I want to thank all our SNS drivers, all our watchers, especially Sarah, always being there supporting for Team Bell, but also all the other drivers. We had great fun, and we're going to have some easy week in week 13. Probably going to see you on the track, and after that, I'm very excited to start our new season already. So thank you all for watching, and see you tomorrow at the Cavalcade Cash.